Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name's Andy R and this is the Brotherhood of Men, a channel solely dedicated to getting you men out there a better outcome in your lives. Now, did you hear that? What I said at the beginning? This is a channel solely dedicated to getting men a better outcome in their lives. I don't make videos for women. These are for men. Now, any woman watching this video, you might get some insight into the thinking of men. Good for you. Happy to have you as a watcher. But it's not made for you. This is solely for men. Women have enough spaces, enough videos, enough everything, to be honest with you. The whole of society bends over backwards to please women. Well, this channel isn't one of them. This channel is here for men. Women get the media to give their point of view across. They write stories for other women so that they can all together go, oh yes, men are rubbish, together. Very rarely do you see a positive story that's about something that affects men. It's either poo-pooed, it's either looked down on as though it's not a really serious issue because it's affecting men. Well, we're fed up with it, and that's why I made this channel. That's why I make these videos, so that you men out there can get a better outcome. And you can only do that by men sharing information, so that you have armour to protect yourself and you have weaponry to defend yourself. And that's what these videos are. And today's subject, because that was a long intro, wasn't it? So no more ado. Today's subject is about there are three kinds of men. Well, of course, that's not entirely true. What I mean is there are three characteristic types of men. Well, there actually is a fourth, but I'll come to the fourth at the end of the video. So no skipping, just watch the video to the end, and I think you might well agree with my conclusion. But the three types of men, three characteristics of men, three characteristic types of men. Number one, number two, number three. Number one you'd be very familiar with, or at least you think you're familiar with, and that is alpha men. Now, I did a video on what is an alpha. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. It's got great information in there and explains in greater detail than I'm going to in this video of what it is, where that phrasing comes from, and what it means to be an alpha male. Then, of course, almost the polar opposite to an alpha is a beta male. Now, let's be honest, society can't run just on alphas. We'd be constantly fighting each other. Society can't run on constant betas, but alphas and betas need to be in society. And then there's the third most common character type of man, which is the sigma man. Now, a sigma man is the one that isn't talked about very much, but I'm going to go into it in this video. So, the alpha male. An alpha man is very open, very honest, very boisterous, very much heart on his sleeve kind of guy. You wound an alpha man, you know you've wounded him. He doesn't crawl away and hide the fact that he's been. You see it instantly on his face. He'll call you out on it. He'll tell you, that was horrible, you insulted me there, and might even, burst into tears. Don't for a moment think that an alpha man doesn't cry. An alpha man is literally an open book to be read. And the reason he becomes the alpha man is because people trust an alpha man. People put their trust into him. They see him as somebody they can follow, somebody that they can let make the decisions, because they're so honest and open. There is no secrets really with an alpha man. He'll tell you the most embarrassing thing that happened to you and be proud to tell you. He'll tell you the greatest achievement he's had and be proud to tell you, because he is an open book. He isn't trying to hide himself, and that's what makes him alpha. He also tells you why he's made a decision. Not that he's made a decision, that this is the decision and this is why I've made it. Because he'll say, and this is why people will follow him, because they'll see the logic behind what he's done. He's an open book. He's honest. His heart's on his sleeve. He's easy to wound, easy to forgive, easy to get on with. That's what it means to be an alpha. This isn't probably the definition that you're used to listening to about an alpha. To what you'll probably listen to hearing of what an alpha is oh, he's strong and he's big and he's a success and he's this and he's that and he's the other. Very few of those things are actually true. Anyway, going on to the second type, the beta male. He's more the best way to describe a beta male is a pleaser. He's happy to follow, he's happy to please, he's happy to do, he's happy to provide, he's the most happy when he's literally providing for someone. Doesn't matter whether it's a man or a woman, he's quite happily he's a natural born pleaser. He wants to please other people. Now this might not, again, be the traditional way you've heard a beta male be described. You've probably heard him being described as, oh, he's a bit of a simp, he's a bit of a weakling, he's a bit of an, all negatives. When in actual fact, a beta male isn't all negatives, because there are no absolutes. And then there's the category that is very little spoken about, and that is the Sigma man. Now, the Sigma man is neither an alpha nor a beta, but inherently he is the one that is usually thought of as the bad boy, the thug, the rebel, the ne'er-do-well, to use older English. That's how society looks upon him. He is the one that women choose and end up having a bad relationship with. A Sigma male, again, he's more closed in. He's secretive. He's not like the alpha, heart on his sleeve. But the thing is, he thinks he's the alpha. But you can't be both the lone wolf and the pack leader. The two are complete polar opposites of each other. And a Sigma male is the one who is more likely to think of himself as the lone wolf. He's the one who's most likely to say no to a great idea just to be contrary and say no. He's the one who's probably the most likely to dress completely different to a group of people around him just to stand out, just to look different. Because he is like that, the Sigma male. He relies more on his own intuition than anybody else's opinion. He will take on other people's opinion, but then, if it doesn't fit with his narrative, he will ignore it, even if it's the best information he's ever heard. He's that contrary. He will be the one who, if a rule is brought in, he'll be the one who wants to break that rule. He will be the one looking for loopholes all the time. That's what it means to be a Sigma male. He's neither alpha, although he'll sometimes think of himself as alpha. And this is the thing about a Sigma male. He is the most evenly, probably, sandwiched between the alpha and the beta. He can both be a follower and also be, at times, a leader. In fact, probably the most men out there would associate themselves with Sigma. I know that I'm probably more Sigma than I am. I've said in the video Alpha Male, I have probably met in my 57 years on this planet two definite men and one other that to pinch I would say were true alpha men. True people that you'd want to follow, true people that you want to give your trust to, true alpha men. 3 in 57 years. And I've met people from all over the world, in every walk of life. I explained when I said a little bit about me, what my job used to be. I was a test driver, did it for 20 years, test driving prototype cars for the car industry. I met millionaires, billionaires, I met top CEOs of Fortune 100 companies, and most of those, not alphas. They were very driven, they were very focused on, and they were extremely successful. But that's not what makes an alpha. Have a watch that video, the alpha male. But as I say, most guys fit into the characteristics of Sigma on a sliding scale. A Sigma on nearer into the beta scale, Sigma or more into the alpha. But a Sigma will take the leading role. He will step in as a leader if need be. But he will quite happily be led. But he's also going to be that Loki type character, that bit of a troublemaker. He's going to be the one that's constantly questioning the authority. He's going to be the one that constantly say, yeah, you said we should do that, but why? You know, it's like, that's the Sigma male. He's also the one who's usually thought of as the bad boy, who's usually thought of as the rebel in the group. So like I say, those three are the main characteristics of men. But there is a fourth. And I think most of my brothers out there, most men fall into this fourth category. I know I do. And what is the fourth category? All of the above. Surely I knew that's not a category. No, it is, because life isn't as straightforward, as straight black and white as you're an alpha, you're a beta, you're a sigma. No, at any time in your life you have probably been all three. At any time in your life you can pick up the mantle of any one of them. 160,000 times a day you will flip between all three. And that's the point. How dare anybody, myself included, pigeonhole men into three simple categories? Do you see what I've just done with this whole video? I've explained to you the three characteristics of men. Three characteristics of any man. I didn't say you had to be one or the other. This was a teaching exercise for my brothers out there to see if you got to the end of the video and got the conclusion, or also to give you the truth. And that is that you are you. And the moment you let somebody pigeonhole you into some category, they can make assumptions of you that are 99% of the time going to be wrong. You should never let anybody pigeonhole you. So that's why I made this video, to tell you those three characteristics that are constantly being used as though that's all you are. I have been a leader. I'm a leader at the moment. I started my own company. I'm having to lead that company. I'm having to bring work into that company. I'm having to do that work, meet those goals. At the same time, I've been with the same woman for 23 years. Do you not think I've been a little bit beta in that relationship, that I want to please her? Of course I want to please her. Why? Because she pleases me. It's a two-way street. We would never last this long, 23, nearly 24 years. We've got a daughter who's 21 years old. Do you not think I've been that father to her, who, one, provides for her, but at the same time gives her guidance? So I've been both a leader and I've also been a provider, a beta. And I've also been a sigma. I've got secrets. I've been closed in. I'm a rule breaker. I make this channel. Nobody told me I could. I didn't ask anyone's permission. I just did it. And it's growing day by day because I do these daily uploads, and you brothers out there are getting information from it. And the information I want you to take away from this video is, how dare anybody tell you who you are? You know who you are. That's all you need to know. So sod alpha, beta and sigma. You're all of them. At some point you will be all of them. If you've not been all of them right now and haven't been all of them in the past, you will be all of them in the future. You will be a beta male. You will be that provider guy. You will be that pleaser. Of course you will. Because you want to be pleased. So sometimes you have to please others so that you can be pleased. You've also been the alpha. You've had to take charge. You've had to, even if it's only in your own life and not in a group of people, but you've had to be the decision maker. You've had to do. So you're alpha. And also you've got secrets. You like to break the rules a bit. You like to be, come on, if you drive, have you never broken the speed limit? Are you that much of a you know, the rules are dead this. Of course you broke the speed. Nobody who drives has ever not broken the speed limit. You're a rule breaker. You never try to get away with something with not paying. You don't not try to do this, try to do that. You're a rule maker. You're a rule breaker. You're a Sigma. You're all. Because men can't be narrowed down to just simple categories. We are as complex as we are individual. And women are the same. They can't be just they're this, they're this, they're this. We can pick characteristics out that we don't like, especially about modern women, things that they're doing that we just don't like. We don't like when a woman's masculine because we're attracted to feminine. Because that's what we're attracted to. We don't like if a woman's overweight because we like fit women. We don't like if a woman has taken no effort to look attractive. We are attracted to attractiveness. So we're not trying to say, I'm not trying to say this is exactly what a woman is and nothing else, because it's not. And it's exactly the same for us men. So if you've got to the end of this video, maybe that was just a little bit of a wake-up call. You're not any of those. You're not an alpha. You're not a beta. You're not a sigma. You're all of the above. At some point, you'll be called on to be all of the above. So be ready. But decide which it is and what's best for you. Do you agree with me? If you do, please leave it down in the comments below. Do you disagree with me? If so, leave it in the comments down below. Now, I know that a great deal of you that are watching are not subscribed to this channel. Why not? You can't be shy. You're an Alpha Beta Sigma man. Come on in, join the Brotherhood. We're a welcoming community and there's always room for a new brother. So come on in and join the Brotherhood. Hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell notification. That way you don't miss out on the great daily content that I upload. And I do upload daily. Also, on the way up, hit the subscribe button. Come on, give the video a like. The video loves likes and so does the algorithm. As I said, I will talk to you soon because I'm going for a cup of tea. I think I've earned one. I hope you got something from this video and you take care of yourselves, because if you don't, men, who will? And I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.